Hi friends, today I will present a paper on video game, focus, flow, and managerial skills formation. This is a conceptual framework. My name is Pavel Reyes and I am a professor at the Anáhuac University in Mexico City. Okay, this is a brief overview of my paper. I will introduce to the topic and then I will discuss some literature review. And then I will present the relationships between the constructs in a research framework to then discuss some results and some managerial implications. And then I will close my presentation. I hope you enjoy the same. So, my paper is about video games. I first came up with this idea because some at the workplaces, young managers are coming. This is not the same that it used to be. Some of the young people is getting to the workplaces and they are more accustomed to the new technologies as internet and the smartphones and also to video games. So there is an opportunity to understand how this new generation of managers can be trained. This new generation can be regarded as digital natives. This means that they are fully immersed in technology in all day connected basis. They engage in many activities as social networking, texting, and video gaming. These are some dimensions that are shaping the digital competencies and the skills of this new generation. So, my paper will attempt to understand how video games can be used in the workplace. My research questions are the following two. First of them is what are the antecedent relationship between video games usage and managers flow, uh, which I will discuss in shortly. And the second research question is what is the consequence of flow while video gaming on the acquisition and development of managerial performance? So to answer these two research questions, I will use some theories. The first of them is flow theory. This flow theory maintains that individuals may engage in a particular mental state while performing an activity or task, and that during flow states, the meaningful learning, self-awareness, and creativity appears. Also, importantly to this flow theory is that individuals experience flow when personal skills and task challenge are in complete balance. Video games usually present different scenarios with increasing levels of difficulty. What this theory maintains is that people, when people fully immerse in a task, in a cognitive task, there are some features or cognitive features that appear, and this flow state is prone to develop some cognitive task more easily. The second theory I want to use is the theory of planned behavior. This theory maintains that self efficacy can be a construct very useful to explain how to realize individual attitudes and convert them to behaviors. For example, video games players with lower levels of self efficacy and a high challenge posed by the video games may lead to a misfit between the task challenge aspect of the flow. What this means is that if I am a gamer with low skills, I will fit my video game difficulty to my low skills, so there is a fit. But if I have a self efficacy, a personal, a high self efficacy, I will be more likely to increase my level of difficulty in the video game. So there is a higher level of task and challenge fit. And finally, the third theory I want to include in my research model is the personality traits theory. And there are two choices here. Personality traits maintains that there are individual traits correlated to many other variables. For example, in one hand, I want to include the five-factor model of personality. This five-factor model includes personal traits as openness, consciousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. On the other hand, there are some other set of traits, for example, innovativeness. How innovative is an individual? And secondly, is the perceived ease of use the video game. This is how easy or how hard I find to play a specific video game. And the third one is the need for cognition. What is my need? What is my call to gain some cognition or new knowledge while I perform some activities? So I developed these conceptual models based on the previous discussion. In the center of the model, you can see the flow state an individual can get into while playing video games. So in this state, the individual is more concentrated. There is a different sense of time. The time is passing more quickly according to the individual perception. And there is also an autotelic experience, that is, the activity is self rewarding. There is nothing else to accomplish rather than executing the activity, that is, playing video games. In the left hand side, you can see the antecedents, which are the challenge and the skills fit, and also the feedback. Video games provide individuals with immediate feedback upon the progress on the game. And there is also a goal clarity. Video games are very easily understood because some goals are very clear to the player. In the left hand side, also in the bottom part of the slide, there are the traits, the big five, and the three alternative traits: innovativeness, perceived ease of use, and need for cognition. These are antecedents to get into the flow. But what are the consequences of getting into a flow state? There are in the research proposition 2 in the bottom part of the slide, personal outcomes as learning by trial and error, risk-taking attitudes, which can be leveraged in the workplace in the form of team building, problem solving, innovative thinking, and design thinking. In the upper part of the slide, we are aware that there are also some maladaptive behaviors that may appear when a person involves too hard in playing video games, as isolation, goal confusion, and loss of control. We are aware that these two outcomes are possible.